Then only you can search for the information based on the keywords. Alright, after that you cari the sources. Sources lah, Google, journal ke apa lah. And then you buat catatan. Dah dapat bahan tu, buat catatan. Lepas tu you start with the outline. Dari apa dia punya rangka dulu. Bila buat assignment, 3 je. Intro, body, conclusion. Dah. Dan yang body tu nak pecah berapa banyak point. So, tulis dia punya rangka. Write the outline. And then organize lah, susun lah. Kemaskan dan sebagainya. Then after that, tulis paper. Tulis tugasan tu lah. And then dah habis tulis tu, kita kena baca balik, review. Baca, check spelling, check dia punya susunan dan sebagainya. Alright? After that, hantar lah. 10 steps. Okay? Okay, so this 10 steps you must memorize. Very important, eh? Okay, chapter 5 I told you already, they come up. Okay, so why do you need to analyze the topic? Dalam tugasan dibagi 3 soalan, you are asked to choose one. So, before you choose the one, you have to analyze the topic. Betul? So why? The question says, why do you choose? Why do you need to analyze the topic? A, to ensure the introduction section would be better. Is this the answer? To avoid writing what others have done, or to include reliable information, or to understand the requirement of the assignment. You analyze because you need to understand what the question wants. So very easy, isn't it? Answer is D, straightforward. Next question. Which of the following, ini related tadi lah. Which of the following is a useful tool for searching information? Okay, let's say you don't know what is mama. Tak tahu lah, let's say. You don't know, so you cannot answer. So you look at B. Which of the following is a useful tool for searching information on the internet? Do you use online forums to search? No. Auto search, is it a tool to search for information? No. Boolean character? Okay, ini semua lah, betul. But which of the following is a useful tool for searching? Alright? Information on the internet. Searching tool. So what is the searching tool that we should use? I tell you, a lot of students will not answer A because they don't know what it is. So A is the search engine, meta search engine. Understand tak? If you say Boolean, so Boolean also can. Auto search, boleh tak? Also can. Right? Tapi here, most accurate, which is of the following is a useful tool? Right? So Mama is a search, meta search engine is a tool. Search engine tool, we call it. Okay? You use meta search engine. Same like if you don't use Mama, you can use Yahoo, Google lah. Usually we use Yahoo, Google. Tapi you go back and try, bila ada masa you type www.mama.com. Then sana ada search box macam Google, you type lah any keyword. The purpose of meta search engine is directly to Google, Yahoo, macam-macam. Lagi bagus, lagi cepat, try it, faster. Alright? Maybe you have not used to it. Okay? Okay, answer is A. Next. Which of the following can help in answering subjective type question? Bila kita jawab soalan subjektif, apa yang perlu kita buat? Use neat handwriting. Betul tak? Bila jawab soalan subjektif, tulis dengan tulisan yang kemas. Boleh tak? Boleh. Tapi banyak orang tak boleh tulis kemas. Kita setting pun banyak. Kita dah beritahu tulis kemas pun kita boleh tulis. Sebab writing, handwriting dah fix dah. Very hard to change. Same like your signature. Very hard to change. Takes time. Betul tak? We write keywords in point form. Bila jawab soalan subjektif pakai point form, boleh tak? Boleh. Essay je tak boleh. Subjective question boleh pakai point form. Write the issues without introduction. Boleh tak? Dia subjektif, Tak perlu ada pengenalan. Jawab terus. Boleh tak? So write several key points in one paragraph. Nampak begitu. Kita jawab, when you write a few points dalam satu perenggan, you get this 1 mark. Remember, tapi now for other papers lah. If kalau subjektif, 1 point, 1 perenggan. Ingat ya, jangan 2 atau 3 point, 1 perenggan, you get 1 mark. Understand? Ikut marking scheme, you look for 2-3 points, you put the 2-3 point, 1 paragraph is considered 1 point. Okay. So which one is the answer? Me difficult, no? You choose which one is the answer. Okay, handwriting. Which of the following can help in answering? Is the neat handwriting can help you score A? No. In a way can, but not necessarily. Okay, so A tak tepat lah. Betul, tapi tak tepat. Write keyword in point form. Okay, point form lah. Subjektif lah. Write the issues without introduction. Boleh tak? Tak payah, terus jawab je. Subjektif question. Right? And then write several key points. Ini salah. So antara B and C, which one? If you say B keyword in point form.